Here we go again. This one's about a story that's slowly catching fire, one that could shape Manchester United's midfield future if it becomes reality. We're talking about Kobbie Mainoo, the young Red Devil whose name is now echoing loudly across Italy, with Napoli determined to bring him to Serie A this January. At just 20 years old, Mainoo was once considered the future of United's midfield. Calm under pressure, technically refined, and brave enough to carry the ball through tight spaces. Yet, under Ruben Amorim, his story has become one of patience, limited opportunities, and constant speculation. Amorim's current system, fast, direct, and structured around Matheus Cunha's link-up play, has left Mainoo watching from the sidelines more than he'd hoped. For Napoli, that's exactly the opportunity they've been waiting for. Reports emerging from Gazzetta dello Sport this week confirm that the Italian champions are ready to launch a fresh attempt to sign Mainoo in the January 2026 transfer window, viewing him as their next major midfield project, the next Rasmus Højlund story waiting to unfold. Sources close to the deal say Napoli scouts have followed Mainoo's progress since his breakout season 2 years ago. They believe his blend of English academy discipline and creative instinct fits perfectly with the modern Serie A tempo, a balance of tactical intelligence and technical class that Napoli manager Walter Mazzarri craves in his rebuild. But make no mistake, this is not just about potential. Napoli see Mainoo as an immediate impact signing, someone who can slot into their rotation and grow into a cornerstone of the team, much like how Rasmus Højlund has transformed his own career since leaving Old Trafford. The Italian media even describes Mainoo as Højlund 2.0, a player ready to prove his worth outside of England, away from the pressure cooker of the Premier League. Back at Carrington, though, the story feels different. Mainoo's frustration is quiet but visible. Sources close to the dressing room reveal that while the midfielder loves United and respects Amorim's methods, he feels that his development has stalled due to lack of minutes. He's been on the bench more often than on the pitch this season, watching others like Mason Mount and Matheus Cunha dominate the midfield narrative. Ruben Amorim, for his part, has remained calm when asked about Mainoo's situation. In his recent press briefing, he mentioned that the door is open for everyone who trains hard and adapts to our style. But those words have done little to silence speculation. Amorim's intense tactical structure demands rhythm, consistency, and familiarity, something difficult for a young player to build when he's only getting cameo appearances. Still, Amorim reportedly blocked a summer loan move for Mainoo, believing he could still play a role later in the season. But now, with the January window fast approaching and Napoli pushing aggressively, United's stance might change. Napoli sporting director Mauro Meluso is said to be leading negotiations personally. The plan is to offer a loan with an option to buy, similar to the Rasmus Højlund deal that worked wonders for them last season. They see this as a low-risk, high-reward opportunity, and they're confident Mainoo's playing style will flourish in Italy's more tactical and slower rhythm. Inside the Napoli camp, there's real excitement about the potential signing. One club source even told Italian media Mainoo is just a player who needs freedom. He's strong, composed, and intelligent. What he needs is a manager who trusts him week in, week out. We believe he could become one of the best midfielders in Europe under our project. That belief is strong enough that Napoli have reportedly prepared a 5-year plan around the youngster, integrating him gradually, shaping his development just like they did with Victor Osimhen, Khvicha Kvaratskhelia, and now Højlund. But from Manchester United's side, the story is more complex. Director of football Jason Wilcox and manager Ruben Amorim have both made it clear that United don't want to lose more young talents, especially after seeing players like Garnacho and Anthony leaving recent windows. Yet the dilemma remains. Can United afford to keep a talented midfielder who isn't playing regularly, especially when he's hungry for first-team football and other clubs are ready to offer him that? In Amorim's system, the midfield competition is fierce. Casemiro, Mason Mount, and Bruno Fernandes dominate the central roles, with Amorim also targeting reinforcements like Carlos Baleba, Angelo Stiller, and Adam Wharton for 2026. That means even less room for Mainoo, and perhaps a clearer path out of Old Trafford. For Mainoo himself, this might be a career-defining choice. Stay and fight for a role at United, or step into a league where his talents might shine brighter. Friends close to the player describe him as calm but curious about the Napoli interest. He's reportedly flattered by the comparison to Højlund's revival story and believes that playing abroad could help him rediscover his confidence and rhythm. If the move goes through, it could mark another major shift in United's youth strategy under Amorim, a balancing act between developing talent and building a title-contending squad. Amorim wants players ready for his fast, high-pressing system now, not later, and that might not suit every youngster's timeline. Meanwhile, fans are split. Some believe Mainoo should stay and fight for his place, proving himself in training until Amorim can't ignore him. Others say a loan, especially to a top club like Napoli, could be the perfect step to unlock his full potential. Whatever happens, this story captures the heart of modern Manchester United, a club balancing tradition, youth, ambition, and evolution. And for Kobbie Mainoo, the next few weeks could decide not just where he plays, but what kind of player he becomes. So as the January transfer window draws closer, the tension builds. Napoli are pressing, Mainoo is waiting, Amorim is evaluating, and Manchester United fans are watching, wondering if one of their brightest homegrown stars might be soon shining under the Italian sun.